Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I first and foremost, I want to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waharakah Kwadash. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit and to the hopeful elect across the globe and to the few, the very few, brothers and sisters listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days, because we're living in the last days of the last days. We're going to flow with the Spirit. I've just been thinking upon this topic right now, right? It's all coming together. When you're praying, the Lord's going to give you answers. He's going to give you discernment. He's going to show you what's been happening in your life. The truth, sometimes it can be strange to people. We're going to go into this, Baba Kashar. Some of you, I can't speak for all of our experiences are different. One thing I want to say is, have a lot of you, even though you've been you're in the truth, right? You've been enlightened, you've been protected. Well, that's what you're gonna find out. You've been all this time, you've been protected. There's been dark forces when you were younger from now that were attacking you, that were trying to isolate you, that were trying to cause trauma and so forth. And sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes it could be someone that got involved in something that you shouldn't have got involved in and they never thought it was bad. But we're going to go to it. This lesson is going to be based on covens. Yeah, covens, if I'm saying it right. Covens, which covens, right? And the occult, right? This is heavy level stuff. We're going to go to Ephesians 2 and we're going to jump straight to verse 4. But the Heavenly Father, who is rich in mercy for his great love, wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sins, have quickened us together with Mashiach. So now we've been quickened. We were dead in sins. Now we've been quickened, made alive, upbeat, animated to Mashiach. By grace are ye saved. So it's not of your own. You're saved through the grace. And when that happens, what do you think? What do you think happened? You think Satan didn't know that? He knew that, right? And it says, check this out. And have raised us up together and made us sit together in heavenly places in Mashiach. So he's raised us up in the spirit, the spiritual realm, and made us sit together in heavenly. Where's heavenly places? It's not on earth. It's in the heavens. Now, we're on earth, but you have a rank in the spiritual realm. Just like witches, warlocks, sorcerers, and what else? And occult. They know about ranks. They know about levels. So that means you have a level, you have a rank in the spiritual realm. Okay, and that rank also matches your level of warfare. So this is where you get a lot of the witchcraft. This is where you get a lot of the occult, right? That come for you and attack you, right? So we went to that, Baba Kashan. So this is where it starts. This is where you see these particular things. And we're going to also speak about the assignments. Who do you think's doing the assignments? So you may pick up on, well, why have I got these Jezebel spirits? Why have I got a lot of Jezebel spirits, a lot of narcissists around me? Well, have you been complaining about narcissists? Because guess what? These occult groups, these witch covens, they need to find out as much information as possible so they know how to attack your weak points, your strengths, your patterns. I'm telling you, the people, if this is happening to you, the people that are sent your way have been sent by witch covens. And I know this. They will send people around your family, right? You got a family member you're close to, they will send someone there because they have the money, because they are a witch coven. They have money, a lot of money. Same with your occult. So guess who sends them? It's your witch coven. Guess who sends the narcissist? Because your narcissist, if it's a man, they work for the witch covens. And by the way, they have spells put on them. So they're just following the spell that was put on them. This is deep, 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 deep stuff. So we went to that. We're going to go to Psalms 125, right? And we're going to go to Kings, one thing at a time. What's the best thing to go to first? We can go to Kings. We're going to go to Kings 18 and 25. Yeah, you have been protected all this time. Bro, there was money put on your head by witch covens. Yeah, bro. The signs are there. When you were traveling, what was you seeing? Who was you seeing? They were doing rituals, bro. This is from years back. They were trying to do blood rituals, death rituals. That's what they were doing. These are witch covens that have been attacking some of you. Some of you brothers. I can speak for me. Yeah, they tried to attack me as well. And the occult. And these attacks it's based on what you're gonna do next and so forth. Who do you think's been orchestrating this? Who do you think's been orchestrating your gang stalking? It's witch covens. So you pray against them as well. Let's go to 1 Kings 5. 1 Kings 18 and 25. You pay attention. That's why you have to be alert. 1 Kings 18 and 25. Yeah, they literally try to take you out. Right? A lot of the instructions people have been given is from witch covens. 1 Corinthians. You hear that above my head? What do you think that is? That's someone that's being paid by a witch coven to come in and disrupt what I have going. John 8, what? John 8 and 44, the thief cometh not but to steal. John 10 and the thief cometh not but still, kill and destroy. That's what they're sent to do. These people, they have assignments, right? They target families. Sometimes they target your household. I told you about the story 2 years ago. They targeted my family, bro. My family. Now what do you think's gonna happen to you? You're fucked now, right? I told you about that story, right? 3 years ago, out of nowhere, one day you had a bunch of witch covens circling my father's house. I prayed against it and it still wasn't working because I heard witches saying, why ain't it working? So this has actually been happening. This is what they don't want me to tell you. Okay. Let's go to 1 King. What are you going to say? Oh, he's mad. No. Because listen, I've got the old clips and we're going to post some of them old clips as well. This is 1 Kings 18 and 25. They wouldn't tell you that, right? They had cars parked up and all that. They were trying to do some voodoo upon my family. That's why you also pray for your family as well, right? Pray for your family. Or you have to use balance because they can also try to connect to you through your family. So these people, what they do little sly shit, right? They'll pull up in the car. They see what, bro. You think I don't know, bro? They were watching my father. Everywhere my father would pull up, they'd be there in a car. So they watch your parents. They watch their routines. They watch the people around you, their routines. This is coming from the occult, and these are witch covens. Okay. And a lot of these people come from abroad as well. Why do you think you're seeing these people with suitcases every bloody day? Where do you think they're going? So this is First Kings 18 and 25. We ain't scared of you, man. It's going to be an interesting year. This is 1 Kings 18 and 25. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, right? Choose you one of the bullocks and yourselves and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, and put no fire under. So in other words, modern day, you do your little do your obia, do your witchcraft, whatever you're doing, and call on the name of your gods, your idols, your demons, right? Summon, because these people, they summon, right? And put no fire under. And he took the bullock which was given them and they dressed it and called on the name of Baal. Baal is basically, it represents modern day occult witchcraft from morning, evening until noon, saying, oh, Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And he leaped upon the altar which was made, and it came to pass at noon where Elijah mocked them. So they had an altar. Yeah, these people do have altars, you know. It's called hexes, it's called pentagrams, they have these things. They use candles, they use skulls, they use skulls in bags. Some of these people, some of these women, don't get it twisted. When they're walking with a bag, right? They have this bag facing you, and it might be the Baphomet, right, star symbol, or they can actually have a human skull in their bag. I've seen this. I've witnessed this. This level warfare I've dealt with. Right? Candles. Some of these people get black candles. These people are dealing with dark spirits, man, and they're trying to channel it your way. That's why you have to speak on these things. Right? And Elijah mocked them and said, I cry aloud, for he is a god. He is either talking, or he is pursuing, or he is on a journey. On pre-adventure, he sleepeth and must be awake. In other words, where's your power? He can't hear you. What's he doing? As he took a journey? Where is he? Right? And they cried aloud and cut themselves. So these people cry out as well. They cry out. Right? This is called summoning. And they cut themselves. So these people self-inflict themselves as well. This goes into the occult. The occult, they self-inflict themselves. After their manner with knives and lancets, so they were cutting themselves till the blood gushed out upon them. So they were doing blood offerings to their false idols, and prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that there was neither voice nor to answer, nor any that regarded. So guess what? Their idols weren't answering them, right? So you have to understand. You have to read these things to get an understanding of what you may be up against, and you have to take that, give it to the Lord Yahweh Shai, and he deals with the rest. There's all types of things going on. I've spoken to people that are part of the occult, and they're saying, yeah, certain things that people have been doing to some of you brothers, it's been backfiring, all types of things been happening. There's confusion among the ranks, like on their side. A lot of things, man. Because when it doesn't work for them, they get negative reinforcements, which is punishments. So in other words, they get punished. They get told off. Satan doesn't reward them. He only rewards them if they can get you to stumble, to fall. So their whole job is to basically isolate, slander. Who do you think's dealing with your slander? Who do you think's running that? It was witches that started that, believe it or not. I know it sounds hard. The slander that you're going through with your gang stalking, it was witches that done that. Because they do have the power to manipulate people and have them looking at you a certain way. That's why it's called witchcraft. And it was the occult. They were the ones that were going into stores, spreading rumors. They're the ones that deal with the technology side of things. Okay? So I'm telling you where this is coming from. And your gang stalkers now, they're getting sent because they're narcissists, most of them. Yeah, they're getting sent because they have a network and so forth. And all these people are connected. You understand? You stay in prayer. And listen, I don't even want to tell you all the things that have been happening that you haven't even seen. There's been things being happened to me I haven't even seen. But the Lord has been protecting you from it. Because the things they were doing, you wasn't supposed to survive that. You were supposed to be homeless, bus up on the street, and down bad. So now they're just doubling down on that wickedness. I'm telling you, this is where it's coming from, bro. It's occultists that are orchestrating this madness. And they're working with the law enforcement. I've told you that already. With crooked police. They call it rogue police. Right? Because they're getting desperate. Why? Because they push the false narrative. Now they're not going to stop because they want to be prideful, and they want to prove I was wrong. Well, I'm not wrong, because I got the full evidence for a good 4 years, probably 3 years of witch covens that were targeting me and a cult. I've got it all there. Okay, so what are you gonna say? You're done, man. Right? Now they need to cover. So we went to that. We're also going to go, oh yeah, another thing, watch out for this as well. If you're living somewhere, right? Now say there's say there's 4 people living in a room, right? Say if you're in shared accommodation, but you have like 7 or 8 people coming in and out. Then obviously there ain't 4 people living in there, is there? You know, basic things. Keep a mental note of those things, man. Okay, a lot of these people, they've been paid off. They're part of witch covens, and their whole thing is to gather souls or destroy souls. They're on assignment, right? Witches send people. Well, the devil uses witches to send i.e. gang stalkers on assignment. So there's a lot of people around you, they are assigned to you to see what you're doing and report it back and also monitor you. It's called monitoring spirits. And who uses monitoring spirits? Witches. So that's what they do. And they eavesdrop on your conversation. So you could be having a conversation with your mother and they listen to that and they report it back to whoever. That's their job. And from there, they will plan another spiritual attack. So you got to know where it's coming from. Your attacks are coming from witches, man. Can't tell me nothing else. I told you about these fucking gremlins as well, bro. When I first came here as well, I stepped out the yard about, it was about 7 o'clock. Then you had a bunch of 4 individuals, bro, all dressed in black, came out of the house when I was talking to someone at the same time. And they looked disappointed. So what were they doing in that house? What were they doing in that house? They were doing something. So you got people out here, they're trying to connect to you. They're trying to do spells, whether that's over a broadcast, whether that's over you got internet, whether it's over that, because they can use that as an access point. People are trying to gain access to you, man. That's why the scripture says you pray without ceasing, non-stop. Then another time, this was a few weeks later, I step out the door, the houses opposite me, another woman, as soon as I stepped out, another woman, she stepped out. She looked disappointed. Why did she? Because they're doing something. They're trying to connect to you somehow. I think it's through these devices and they got certain monitoring. Because remember, because who's to say they can't use someone else? Say if you're living somewhere, someone's living on top of you, they can just give this individual a device and say, well, put this device in the house and while it's in the house, point it towards his room and we're going to try to do some witchcraft while we're monitoring. That's why I've done that lesson on, what's it called? Voodoo neural monitoring. Because this is what they do as well. Now they have technology. They don't need to be right next to you. So people can do this without even being next to you. Think I don't know what they're doing. You think I don't know what you're doing? Yeah, you got a device, man. And a witch told you to come here and use this device to see what I'm doing and also report and try and slander me and send it back to them. I know what's going on, bro. I ain't stupid. A witch sent you here, man, to see what I was doing. But go run back to that witch and tell them I cast out devils today and tomorrow. On the 3rd day I shall be perfected. Go tell them that. Run back to your handlers, man. With your tail behind your legs. Think I don't know what's going on? People coming in and out of the gaff at all times. Looking stupid, man. Just to incite fear and get a reaction. But they don't get no reaction from me. Because once you understand something, then you understand it. 24/7 talking shit. Trying to do some spell work. Return back to sender in the spell and power of Yahweh Shai, man. Then another man coming. Long story short, another man coming to fix something. This is when the first month, coming to fix something. He was a right lad. He was showing me the tricks and trades and so forth. I'm not going to mention no names. I went outside because he was doing some cutting, right, for my patio in my bathroom needed doing. Cuts the patio. I'm looking just on the left side of me by the fence. This I'm not going to mention. I don't even know her name. She walked out. This was like a next door neighbor. She walked out. She didn't look too happy. Why? Because she got caught. Because she probably thought, I was just going to come in and I wasn't going to be doing anything. Because guess what? That man, while he was here, he was making a bit of noise. So they couldn't do that noise campaign that day. And she walked straight out the gate. She didn't even go through the front door. She walked straight out the gate. And I saw her with her head down like, oh yeah, I can't frustrate him today because, he's busy. So you got to understand, these are witch covens. A lot of these people, they've been moved into flats, not all of them. So they've been moved in. And you may say, well, how do I know that? Because this ain't my first rodeo. Where I was first living, when I was living with my parents, okay, like we all do at one point. I noticed at a certain amount of time, people got moved into the area. I'm not going to mention the area. It was in Croydon, somewhere in Croydon. I'm not going to mention the area. because Croydon's a borough, by the way. These people got moved in, okay, to an area to practice witchcraft. This is what happens. And they still lost. No, but that's what does that say about you? You're bro, you are protected, man. And they need to send these people to lower your energy as well, your energy field. All right, but that ain't gonna work with us right here. As long as you're in the word, you're gonna be fine. So they need to send these people to lower your energy. If your energy is lowered, what they're doing, it can have some type of effect on you because you're in a low negative energy. And when you're in a low negative energy, what happens? You're more liable to get attacked by demons because you're in a low negative energy. So this is why they send these people to do dumb shit, to keep you in a low energy and to try keep you in a cycle. Another thing, you see the joggers, right? Some of you see the joggers. And what would they be doing? They'll be jogging up and down, or you have a person walking towards you and he will walk back the other way. This is all forms of dark arts, by the way. So these people, what they're practicing is a form of dark arts. And it's nothing you should be afraid of because you believe in the Lord and he's over them spirits. You just have to stay in a high, what they call it, vibration, high spirit. You got to stay high spirited because through negativity, they can latch themselves onto you. They know this as well. That's why they send low negative energy people your way in hoping that will work. Right? This is information that people have relayed. And one thing I'm learning, don't start talking to everyone because if you start, you tell them things, these people are running to their handlers. So it's example, if something annoys you, you don't run to these people and tell them, oh, you know, this happened the other day and this annoyed me, because they're going to relay it back to their handler. And now their handler's going to say, do that because he doesn't like that. So this is why you get people sent your way as well. Hope I'm not babbling too much. I'm just trying to give you as much info on this. You're black. You're very strong. A lot of people are astonished. Oh my God, which covens? You beat them. You beat them. You destroyed them. What do you think was going on? What do you think's going on when you go to the shop and you say, who do you think these people are? They're witch covens, man. Right? Who do you think's orchestrating a lot of your street theatre? It's witches. Okay. And then you can say technology because they have technology now. Come on. And that's why bless wherever you're living, bless where you're living as well, where you're resting your head. Bless it. Right? Yahweh Shai Baraka Kada. Yahweh Shai Barak Kada. Yahweh Shai Baraka Fa. You can even bless your phone. Yahweh Shai, what's the in the Hebrew for phone? Dabar. Dabar Tabar. Right? You can even bless your TV because your TV is a portal. If you're doing videos, if a witch has your access to your videos, your phone is a portal. And witches also deal with portals and communication. So I've seen this is for another tactic I've seen is when I used to travel and transport a lot, I saw people, as soon as my video was done, you would have women, which they had certain level of access to my videos. I saw women, they were looking at my videos and they were trying to summon something while looking at my videos. They would cough. Oh, that's it. They would look at my video and they would cough on it. So, example, they had a phone. They would cough on their phone. Cough on it. So, say if you have your picture on the phone, they would cough on it. Right? They would do all types of things. So, you got to understand, it is warfare. You're being targeted spiritually and physically. That's why you need to remain in this word. Okay, and it's brilliant that you see it because most people don't see it. Most people don't know where it's coming from. Okay, these people have access to the spiritual realm as well, believe it or not. Why do you think they're targeting you? Because they see you. They see you before you even turn up. So we went to that. We got 2 Chronicles. All right. So we go to 2 Chronicles 125. We go to Psalms 125 as well. Giving you all the information you need to know. All the information. And when you're doing your videos, guess who's trying to get you to act out a character? The occult. So now they can discredit, it's the occult, so they can discredit you to the public because other people are watching you. So you got to know where it's coming from and look at the tactics, man. This is Psalms 125:3. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. And when you go into the New Translation, the rod is scepter. So the scepter of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous. So whatever they're doing, it's not going to be able to rest on you, because the main goal, their main objective, is to get what they're doing, what they're channeling, all them dark, demonic, unclean spirits. Their whole thing is to get it to stick to you. These dark energies. That's their goal. That's their motive. Okay? Whatever you want to call it. Lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. So that's why they will also try to tempt you as well. Because if you put your hands to iniquity, that's where they get their power. Why? Because they're working for the power of the darkness. They're consumed by the flesh. Galatians, it tells you about the works of the flesh. It says one of them is witchcraft. Okay? That's the work of the flesh. And so some of these people don't even realize they're under the spirit of witchcraft. Unless you put your hands to an iniquity. So they're hoping you put your hands to sin. So they can try to curse you. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright hearts. So as long as you're striving and you're doing the right thing, no witch, no warlock, no sorcerer, no witch coven has any type of power over you. All right? Come on now. Come on. Why? Because you're operating in the right spirit. So you don't need to be afraid. Because you're operating in the right spirit. You understand? But I'm just telling you, this war is listen. The war is real. The war. Let me tell you something. All right. The war is real. All right. And don't think for 1 minute these people don't have devices, bro. Listen. I call things out, bro. It's not everyone, it's certain people, right, that got certain devices, right, and they want to watch you in your home illegally, right? And they're just jealous, they're just envious, jealous, man, and they're feeling a particular way. So don't get all funny about that. Just accept it. Like, yeah, that's what's going on. People are moving like cockroaches and so forth, and that's basically what's happening. All right. Don't over focus on it, because the whole point of it is for you to get into your head, for you to be consumed by it. So it's done so you can create paranoia in you, and you don't want to be paranoid, right? You want to be alert. You don't want to be paranoid. So again, you move accordingly. Do what's right. Don't act all iffy. They want you to be scared and so forth, but don't do that. Operate according to the scriptures, and you're going to be absolutely fine. Okay? So I'm going to shut off here, and until the next time, shut up. Oh, one more thing. This is Luke. Well, how do you think they're able to relay messages of the things you've been doing? Say if you're in your household, how do you think they're able to... This is how they're able to do that. 2 ways. All right? 2 ways they're able to do that. All right? Through your phone, a device, through some form of technology that's been put around you or near you, or somebody else that has some technology. That's the only way they're able to know what you're doing. Or, yeah, the last one is astral projection. Right? So, again, That's how they're able to know, and that's how they're able to relay certain things to you that you've been doing. Okay. But guess who's in control? The Lord. And you do have power, believe it or not, because they want you to believe you don't have power. Go to Luke. Luke 10, and we're going to jump straight to verse 17. And the 70 returned again with Dre saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. Yeah, they're devils, man. They're subject unto you. We're not over you. You understand? Through thy name. Through the name of who? Yahweh Shai. Right? And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. So they're falling from what? Their higher state. Why do you think they're panicking? Behold, I give unto you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions. We've been given it. Serpents and scorpions, man. Ain't that what they are? Right? And over all the power of the enemy. So we also have all the power of the enemy. Because the only power he has is the power you give him. Right? You know, they do their little demonic attacks here and there, but Isaiah 55 and 14, no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. Mm-hmm. And nothing shall any means hurt you. Right? A lot of the times you get hurt because you believe they can hurt you. I had a high level occultist. It was the same one that was doing the patio work. He was trying to get me kind of initiated, and he said, you know what? Yeah, this guy, he was a nice lad. Right? I said, this guy's protected because there's been things going on that you don't know that you've been shielded from. There's been people doing dark things. There's been people sending energies your way. And that energy got returned right back to them. Okay. So I'm going to shut off here. And one more thing, hold on. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not. So Lord's saying, don't rejoice over that. That you have power over these spirits. Don't rejoice over that. Right? But rejoice because your names are written in heaven. That's what you're supposed to be rejoicing about. Your names are written in heaven. You don't really rejoice, oh yeah, this spirit obeys me. That comes naturally because you're being obedient to Yahweh Shai. Alright? So I hope this was edifying. And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.